The playoffs are here. Finally, the playoffs. Something I can look forward to. I love playoff football. I have since I was a kid. No matter who's in or who's out, Redskins, I just love playoff football. There's so much on the line, and teams tend to put it all out there, and you see some of the best games you'll ever see in the playoffs. Usually better than the Super Bowl. So I'm going to do these picks for a wild card. I'm not going to go past that yet. I know some people are picking wild card, then divisional, then conference, then who's going to win the Super Bowl. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go week by week right now. So the first game on Saturday is the Raiders and the Texans at Houston, where the Super Bowl will be. Houston will not be playing at home for the Super Bowl. I think we all know that. But they are playing the Raiders, who lost Derek Carr. And it's a really sad story. I'm a Redskins fan. I'm a diehard Redskins fan. I always will be. But my dad was a Raiders fan. He's not with us anymore. But I've always rooted for the Raiders unless they play the Redskins. And I'd really like to see the Raiders win this game. But Derek Carr is not there. And I don't think Matt McGloin or the other guy is going to do much. I know I picked them to beat Denver last week. I thought they would be better than they were, and they weren't. So Derek Carr is a huge part of that offense. And my personal pick for MVP. I might do a video on that at some point. But they need Derek Carr, and they don't have Derek Carr. And they will probably lose to the Texans. The Texans, who are not a very good team. They have a good defense, but they play in the AFC South. If it wasn't for that, they would probably not be in the playoffs. And the Raiders, I think, would definitely beat them with Derek Carr. But they don't have him. They don't look good at all without him. And it's just sad they did so well, and they're going to be one and done. Maybe next year. But I'm going to go with the Texans in this game. Okay, the Saturday night game is the Lions and the Seahawks at Seattle. The Lions are a strange team to me. They have an MVP caliber quarterback in Matthew Stafford. They have a pretty stout defense. It bends. It doesn't break a whole lot. Unless they play Aaron Rodgers, apparently. But I don't know. I'd like to see the Lions win. It's another one. I'd like to see the Lions win this game. But I don't see them going into Seattle and winning. Seattle isn't as good as they used to be. I think we all know that. Their defense is good. Their offense is iffy. They don't have much of a running game. But Russell Wilson, he's a good quarterback. And he's a smart quarterback, and he can pull it out. And I think he will. I think the Seahawks are going to win this game and advance to, what are they, the number 3 seed? So I'm not sure who they would advance to. I have to see what the winner of the other game is. But, oh, by the way, the previous game, whoever wins that Raiders-Texans game is going to lose the week after. Whether they go to New England or Kansas City. It's not going to matter. Okay, so let me check what the first game on Sunday is. I'm assuming it'll be the NFC. It is Miami at Pittsburgh. Matt Moore is the quarterback for Miami now, which is good for them because I forgot his name, the other quarterback. I blank on this shit all the time. I know his name, but he's not very good. And I think they're actually better with Matt Moore. And I don't know. It's another one. I'd like to see the Dolphins win this game because I don't really like the Steelers. The Steelers, to me, they're not on Cowboys level, but they kind of remind me of the Cowboys. Not that they're a blue-collar team, and they're not full of pretty boys like the Cowboys, and they don't call themselves America's team. But it's just everywhere I go, I see Steelers fans, and it drives me crazy. And I don't know. But I'd like to see the Dolphins win this game, and I actually think this will be a good game. The Steelers' defense is better now than it was. The first part of the season, they were pretty bad. Tannehill, by the way, that's the Dolphins quarterback I couldn't think of. But the Steelers' defense was pretty bad for a while, and later on in the season, it's been really good. And that offense, we all know about the offense. The Dolphins' defense is pretty decent sometimes. I think they'll put up a fight. I think it'll be closer than people think it'll be, but I think the Steelers will win. I want the Dolphins to win, but I think the Steelers will win this game. I'm picking the Steelers. Okay, so the last game has to be the Giants at the Packers. It is at the Packers, but yeah, Giants didn't win the division. Okay, the Giants and the Packers. This is actually going to be a really tough game. I want to automatically be like, oh, the Packers are going to win. They're at Lambeau, Aaron Rodgers. The Giants have a really good defense, and I know Eli Manning is a turnover machine, but Eli Manning in the playoffs, Eli Manning is a tough quarterback. I hate the Giants, but that guy has my respect. I mean, he throws a lot of picks, but he's won 2 Super Bowls, and he reminds me of Brett Favre in that way. He's just like a gunslinger. He just throws it out there, and he gets hit a lot, and he takes it, and I gotta respect. He's a lot tougher than his brother Peyton, who never really had to be tough because he always had the O-line and everything. But yeah, Manning's really good in the playoffs, usually. And I think the last time they played in the playoffs against each other, the Giants won. But man, Aaron Rodgers is on a tear lately. And he was saying how they could run the table, and they have run the table. And he's just playing lights out right now. And I think the Giants are not going to be able to score enough points to beat the Packers. So I am going to beat the Packers I'm going to pick the Packers, but I think it's going to be a good game. A defensive game. And I don't know if it's going to snow. I don't know any of that. But I'll definitely be interested in seeing this game. Obviously, I want the Giants to lose, being a Redskins fan. But I do think they'll lose. I think the Packers will win this game. And I think they go to Atlanta if they win that. That'd be interesting to see Rodgers against Matt Ryan. But yeah, I got a lot of good games going this week, like all 4 of them. I wish the Raiders-Texans. I wish it was Derek Carr. I think the game would be a lot better. That'll probably be the low point of the weekend as far as the games go. But what can I can't complain. It's playoff football. I love playoff football. So those are my picks, and we'll see what happens. And I will be back next week for the divisional round. Hopefully with somebody who can beat the Cowboys playing the Cowboys. All right. See you next week. Have a great day.